Okay, the difference between male and female eyes is their shape. Now it all boils down to this. Girls are softer and rounder, and guys are ramen bowl. Now, I'm gonna be a little bit biased here because I'm a simp, but basically I give male characters bedroom eyes. It follows the structure of a ramen bowl, so it's a bit straight in the upper corner. Keep in mind the ramen bowl method that I taught in my earlier video. Start with a parallelogram. We're only gonna draw half a circle, and then for the eyebrows, make sure that it's really thick. And then underneath the eye, we have another curve. So my entire aesthetic is all based on this painting. Now I'm gonna directly color this baby up in another layer. Here is my color palette in case you want to do this. Yes, the base color really is that dark. It's supposed to set the mood. And then with the shading colors, I basically just define the eyes. I add a lot more shadows and all that. I'm using the airbrush to layer the shadows so it wouldn't be too harsh. So I'm basically just counting on my reference to see where to put the shadows. You know what? Thank God for TikTok because I actually saw this viral eye video which I used as a reference right now. Now for the iris, I use this baby, the airbrush tool, and I basically just mix the white part of the eye, which actually isn't even that white, and the iris itself. It gives a blurred look. This is just for aesthetic purposes, by the way. Another thing I like to do is to make the eyeball moist. And to do that, you simply have to select a lighter color and just paint it on the eyeball. This makes it lifelike and juicy. Okay, so at this point, I paused the recording and forgot to resume it because I am stupid. But luckily, Clip Studio has a time-lapse feature that automatically recorded my drawing process, so thank God for that. You know, this is why Clip Studio is ideal for stupid people like me. Anyway, I'm gonna thicken the smegzy eyelashes. The eyelashes are curving downwards, but of course, it depends on the angle of the eye. I just like drawing it this way. Also, there's a new liquify tool on Clip Studio, and I use it to just lift the eye up like that. Anyway, I used a lighter color, which I just used to define the eye even more and bring out the juicy highlights. Afterwards, I worked on the eyebrows. Now, I do use this brush right here to just make a bunch of strokes. So anyway, I defined the eye even more and added more details to the eyelashes. So this took 20 to 30 minutes to make. Now for the female eye. Before that, just a mini announcement. Kooleen roast my art too, coming real soon. Use this hashtag to participate. Now, the female eye is a lot rounder and curvier. They also have this thing called the aegyosal, which I will explain later. Anyway, I literally cannot think of a joke to explain the shape of the female eye, so it just basically looks like this. It's just like that. So there's a huge curve at the end of the eye. So in real life, you could compare that to the winged eyeliner, and the eyelashes are longer and curvier. Also, the iris is bigger. So now let's proceed to coloring this baby up. I'm literally just gonna copy paste my color palette from the male eye. So as you notice, I'm basically just repeating the same steps over again when it comes to the shading. However, this time I'm making the shadows softer. When I draw girls, I basically soften everything up using the airbrush tool. Not a lot of harsh shadows. So yeah, I'm literally just doing the exact same thing that I did to the male eye, except this time, the shape is super different, okay? Also, I'm defining the aegyosal. Aegyosal is Korean for under eye fat. It sounds gross, so we're just gonna stick to calling it aegyosal. So it's basically just defining the under eye. Defining the under eye makes the eyes look bigger and more youthful, I guess. Anyway, I just find it fun because it feels like I'm doing makeup on my drawing. And then I'm gonna add more lashes. As for the eyebrows, I'm making it very thin compared to the male eyes. Alright, so here's a side-by-side comparison of the male and female eyes. Anyway, enough about that. I want to make fun of your art. So, to enter the challenge, just use the hashtag KooleenRoastMe2, and I'll see you there. Stay cool.